All right, let's dive into the absolutely beautiful and thought-provoking song Dust of Stars by Diana Paola Borgia. This is a song that isn't afraid to ask some huge questions, about where we come from, what our place in this massive universe is, and how in the world we find any meaning in it all. So let's get into it.
Right off the bat, this song hits us with this really powerful idea. Life can be owned by no one. Its path is ours to trace. It's basically saying that we aren't just along for the ride. We are the ones actually creating our own journey. Let's see how that theme plays out as we go deeper. Now, you'd think a cosmic journey like this would start way out in the stars, right? But nope. It starts right here, on Earth, with our earliest human ancestor. It's a great way of reminding us that this huge cosmic story is really about us. The song drops us into a very specific place, the Afar Triangle in Africa. You might have heard of it as the cradle of humanity, and that's not just a cool geographical detail. It's the song's way of grounding us, of connecting us all to our deepest shared roots. And this is where we meet Lucy, but notice how the song talks about her. She's not just a fossil or a specimen, she's a soul, a shared ancestor for every single one of us. It's such a beautiful way of saying, hey, we all come from the exact same story. So that word Afarensis might sound all poetic, but it's a real scientific term for one of our earliest human ancestors. And by using it, the song does this incredible thing, where it blends hard science with pure poetry, showing us that our origin story is made of both fact and wonder. Okay, so now that we've met our ancestor, the song takes this giant leap. It zooms all the way out from our little human story to the absolute vastness of the cosmos itself. This is where things get really mind-bending. See, we tend to think in straight lines, a clear beginning and a clear end. But the song presents a universe that's totally cyclical, something that's constantly renewing itself forever. It's a tricky concept to wrap your head around. And this, right here, this is the heart of it all. We're not just living in the universe, we are the universe. We, just like the stars and the planets, are literally made of the same stellar dust. We're all just different kinds of waves in the exact same cosmic ocean. So here we see the central conflict of the song, our very human need for meaning bumping up against a universe that might not have any. We're always searching for a grand design, for a why. But the song suggests the universe doesn't need one. It just is. So if the universe doesn't come with a built-in instruction manual for meaning, what about all the meaning we've created for ourselves? Well, now the song turns its focus to the stories that we humans tell. This is a really profound idea. The song is basically suggesting that our cultures, our beliefs, our entire civilizations, they aren't reflections of some ultimate universal truth. They're actually stories we've created to help us make sense of this huge, mysterious universe we find ourselves in. The song gently reminds us of just how temporary we are. Our civilizations, literally built from the same dust as the stars, are just a fleeting show in the grand cosmic theater. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? Really puts things in perspective. Oh, this metaphor of a timeless book, it's just so powerful. It suggests that our whole existence, from our individual lives to the entire history of our species, is just one single page in a book that has no beginning and no end. Okay, so if our attempts to create permanent order are, well, pretty much pointless, what's the alternative? The song has a surprising answer. Maybe we should just embrace the chaos. Now this is a real paradigm shift. We usually think of chaos as a bad thing, right? Something to be avoided. But the song argues that it's absolutely essential for life. Without a little bit of messy chaos, nothing new could ever possibly grow. It's a fascinating way to look at it. And this just breaks down that unstoppable cycle of change. Things are here, then they fade away, and from that emptiness, boom, something new is born. And here's the kicker. There's no going back. Change is constant, and it's irreversible. So, after all this talk about a purposeless universe and endless, churning chaos, where does that leave us? It sounds a little bleak, maybe. Well, let's look at the song's absolutely beautiful and mysterious conclusion. You see, even in a universe that doesn't seem to care one way or another, we still experience these moments of pure wonder, don't we? And the song suggests that in those moments, that's when we create our own meaning. That feeling of awe, that's our own personal act of faith. And so this song leaves us with this beautiful, open-ended question. After all the science and all the philosophy, is there still room for magic in our lives? Maybe the real magic isn't in finding all the answers, but in the journey of asking the questions. What do you think?